And his opponent, it's Shawn Showtime Porter. He came in 3 pounds under that, 157. He's 5'6" tall and has a reach of close to 70 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to...
And it's showtime. This bout is lots of hype. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Well done with that counter shot. They both want the knockout. Nice counter punch right at the middle. It's fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this? These fighters, this is going to be so hard, but so different.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Trying to land that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Through the hook, it didn't land. That left hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't...
And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not a lot of defense here at all. A perfect counter lands. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think they're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you're doing.
Amir Khan finally on the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
Well, he's back on his feet, but right now, the corner's got to think about throwing in the towel.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Nice counter shot. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Nice counter punch right up the middle. He'll land that jab. Nice counter. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter. That right hook catching air. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the round. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Missing with that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history.
Shawn Porter just got rocked. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Fight. Don't let him get that confidence back.
Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
Taking away that air, and every time you see him take a big deep breath, bang it.
Don't let him get back into the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. He's going to be stretching out.
Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now in this first minute of the next round that you get on top of him. Keep him busy with the jab, working behind the jab, and then
Getting that breath in. Don't let him get back into this fight.
Don't let him off the hook. Just keep on top of him.
Keep him busy with that jab, working behind the jab, and then let your shots go.
Stressing about his gas tank now. Keep whacking him to the body. Keep taking.
Just keep on top of him. Don't let him get back in.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set.
Stop him from getting that.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good counter punching. You'd like to see more jabs. That jab doesn't score. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
No rest for the weary. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Caution is being thrown to the wind. A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who... And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Which fighter will say no mas? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both of these fighters have had their moments. Defense is not an option for these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Missing with that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. You've got to wonder how... They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Both men step back for just a moment. They both want a highlight reel knockout. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous...